I don't know how to explain it for you guys to really understand it, but all I would say is avoid unnecessary calls or do not talk wire when you're in a taxi. I'm going to give you a few tips, a few guide, which is going to actually help you to be a bit more safer when you get into South Africa. I mean, let's be real, I've been in SA for a little over 10, 12 years now, and I do believe that I have the experience and the knowledge to take you guys on how to be safe on the street of Mzansi. I mean, my brother, because South Africa, we don't play, Baba. Don't take your bag and go when you know that you don't know all these things, eh? It will end in tears, man. You will come back walking, man. But yeah, I'm just kidding, man. So I've jotted a few things on the paper just so that I can know what exactly and the points to go according. I don't want to be murmuring all throughout the video. So yeah, the first thing that I'm going to mention is just know that you are a foreigner, okay? I do know that you're a foreigner before going to SA. I do know, I do understand, but then you also need to be aware because sometimes we tend to forget about all these things, man. You know, you're going into someone's country, it's not your country. I mean, you are leaving your country to another person's country, and you need to understand that there are a few things that are going to differ. There are a few things that are not going to be the same as how it was when you are in your country, whether be in Nigeria, Ghana, DRC, Congo, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Tanzania, Kenya. In SA, there are a lot of foreigners. Because you know, you can actually find a whole lot of nationality, like different types of nationality, all the way from Pakistan, like a whole lot. But let's not lose track right now. So like I was saying, you need to know that you're a foreigner. I mean, that is the first thing that you need to bear in mind. There are certain things that are purposely for South Africans, which you don't have to get yourself involved. Yeah, there are certain things that as a foreigner you need to know that, okay, cool, I'm here for this, I'm here for school, I'm here to work, I'm here to that. You don't need to get yourself involved. I mean, in SA a lot of things happens daily. You may see barraking, G4S car bombing, boom. Please don't go and pick those money. I do know that someone might be saying, Mara, these things we know that it doesn't concern Mara. When it happens in front of you, you'll be tempted. And this is why I'm saying know that you're a foreigner. I'm not saying it's a matter of, I mean, blue van and all that, but then you need to know that a lot of things might happen on your arrival or when you get into the country, and you need to know your limits. Just know that you're a foreigner and there are some things that does not concern you. Leave the things that belong to the citizens to the citizens. You need to understand that, okay, if you are going in for a lady who is a South African, do a bit of background checks. Find out whether the lady is taken, single, divorced, or whatsoever. Don't just jump and be jumping through one lady to another. Baba, they will shoot you, man. According to them, foreigners are chowing their girls. I don't know how true that is because I don't even want to talk about it. But once again, know your limits. Know that you're a foreigner in South Africa, and there are some things that do not bother you. Yeah. Before I jump to the second one, let me quickly wipe my face. There's a bright light in this room, and yeah, I'm sweating. I hope you guys do understand, but it's not easy to be a content creator. Hey, we are suffering too. Number 2, avoid unnecessary calls and talks when you're in a taxi. You see, these tips and tricks that I'm actually listing here might sound dumb, but when you're in the country, that's when you realize that no, this guy was actually talking sense. I do know the ways and ins. I do know, I mean, the disadvantages, the do's and the don'ts. And I know what I'm saying here. Firstly, the taxis in SA are quantums. Those are the ones that goes a little bit of a long distance. Quantums. And we do have Siaya. Siaya ki local or what. So we do have Siaya and then Avanza. I'm not saying that there is a particular taxi that you don't need to, make calls, but try as much as possible not to make calls in the taxi. All right, let me explain. SA is a country that you don't want people to actually know that you are a foreigner, even though they know. You don't have to make it obvious that no, I'm here to take the money. Even though they know that, no, that man give foreigner. But you don't have to make it obvious that you're a foreigner. Myself, I've experienced that. Sometimes I might be in a taxi with another foreign national next to me or behind me, or wherever, and they will get a call and they will answer the call. I think the best thing is not to answer, but then we will get to that. And they will answer the call. And once they answer the call, you know the crazy thing, they want everybody to know that, yeah, it's here again. I've arrived. They'll be like, hello. I told you my father will send the money. Just relax. The money is coming. You don't want to cause attentions and all that. The main reason why I'm saying that is sometimes when you do that, they tend to have a bit of, you see, the awkward silence that will happen at that spot. You definitely don't want to see such. So I don't know how to explain it for you guys to really understand it, but all I would say is avoid unnecessary calls or do not talk wire when you're in a taxi. They don't know that you're a foreigner. They know what Mara, don't make it obvious that no, I'm a foreigner. I'm on a call with my granny. Normally when I get calls, I don't even answer. Yeah, I won't answer unless I'm out of the taxi. Yeah, once I come out of the taxi, that's when I'm going to take your call. Or maybe you WhatsApp me, cool. But when I'm in a taxi, we don't take calls. And a real person who is living in SA, someone who got experience in SA will actually tell you this. I do have a whole lot of folks that also don't even answer calls when you're in a taxi. I don't want to mention names, but if they are watching, they know we do not take calls when we're in a taxi. You can even speak, but then just be a bit cautious. Like, try to bring your voice down. Don't keep the call short. Don't answer the call and be like, hey, I'm in South Africa, I'll send you the money tomorrow. Don't do that, bruh. They will ban you, man. Nah, but it's all jokes, man. I'm just making the banning parts. I mean, a joke. It's don't mind me. Don't walk past people, okay? In SA, I mean, myself, I've lived in the township. I've also lived in the cities as well. I've lived in SA. I've lived in places, Joe, all the way from Atteridgeville, Centurion, Randburg, Sunnyside, Pretoria West. Nah. Can only experience it. So don't walk past people, yeah. And I think this is something that normally happens when you're in a location, even though they do happen in major cities as well. But I would say that do not walk past people. These are things that South Africans hate. If you don't want to have issues with them, please do not walk through them, okay? Sometimes you might be walking and then you will see someone approaching you. Maybe they are two ladies or two guys, whatever, and they are coming in front of you, like two direction. Try to like give them chance, pass the other side, let them come and pass. Do not try to walk through them. All right, I don't know if you guys get me. Like two people are approaching you, you don't have to go directly into them. Try to walk the other side or the other way. Do not go straight into them. I'm not sure the logic behind that, but I think it's something to do with some spiritual stuff, and I don't know the main reason behind it. And if you are probably watching and you do know, please drop it in the comment section. I've been actually willing to know what that actually means. There've been a whole lot of situation where I've walked through and it didn't turn out nice. Normally, if you do that and the person got a good heart, the person will tell you to walk past them again. Let's say you walk through them, they will tell you to come and pass again through them again. I don't know why that is the case, but please avoid that. When you see two people coming, approaching you, try to go the other direction. I mean, just don't go through them, yeah? Do not greet the foreign way, okay? I think this is more like the taxi one. Do not greet the foreign way. And this is simply because you don't want to cause attention. I mean, there have been a whole lot of, especially Pretoria West. Hey, bruh, you see someone on the phone call screaming, I just sent you the money. You didn't get the money. Okay, I'll go to the bank and check. Everybody will know where I am now. Nigerian, that man. Don't do that. Don't do that. We know that you're a foreigner. Don't bring attentions and all that. Try to lower your voice when you are speaking. I mean, it's not that of a big deal, but please do not cause attention. That is something that you don't want eyeballs on you when you're in South Africa. Don't go out when there is a protest. Yeah, this last one is actually. And by the way, did I even told you guys that these are 5 tips that I'm giving? Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh, okay. So these are 5 pro tips. I'm sorry I didn't mention that in the beginning. I'm only giving 5 pro tips. If ever this video does well, then I should be doing more. But then for now, we're sticking to 5. So do not go out when there's a protest. I don't know that. I mean, people who actually live in the city areas like Randburg, Sandton, where else? Johannesburg, not Park Station. So people who normally live in the cities do not actually experience this that much, because normally when there's a protest, it does not really take part in the major cities. They normally happen in the locations. So do not go out when there's a protest. Some people are very stubborn, especially we West Africans. We are very stubborn. Do not go out, please. We do know that sometimes the protest might not even involve foreign nationals. Sometimes it's got nothing to do with foreign nationals and all that. But then anytime you hear that there is something going on, or they're protesting because ESCOM is taking the light wire, or they are protesting that bargain Petroyatura, please don't go out. For your own safety, don't go out. South Africans are good, all right. They are very nice. But let me not say everyone. I mean, it's worldwide. Some places, everywhere you get a good one and you get the bad one. So some are good. Do not take the chance and say, okay, no, because the protest is not about foreign nationals, or because it's got nothing to do with you, you are just going to work, or they might use the opportunity to ban you. I mean, let's be real, yeah. I don't know that in Europe countries and other you can do away with that, but these are 2 different countries. These are 2 different continents. In SA, the treatment, the vibe, the culture, like a whole lot of things are different. So anytime you see that there's a protest, anytime you see that no, there's a situation going on here, or normally they even announce it on the radio that okay, on this date there will be this, there will be roadblocks and that. Try as much as possible not to be stupid. Yeah. Once you hear that, please don't go out. So that is going to be it for my 5 tips. And let me add one more bonus tips. I mean, I don't know that you people like things. So the bonus tip is get your documentations right. Okay. I don't know why I'm actually using this as a bonus. It's supposed to be on the list. So please and please and please get your documentations right. Okay. I'm talking from what I've seen. I'm talking from experience as well. I'm talking from a whole lot of situations. I'm talking from my years of observations and relocation in SA. Why am I giving too many bars? Tomorrow I'll be a musician. So guys, honestly, once you get into SA, try to get your documentations right. I don't know that when you are living to the place, they do offer a visa, which is I think valid for 3 months or 6 months. I'm not sure. But before you even intend on leaving your country to SA, put a bit of, perspective. Hey, where am I getting this word from? Don't just say, okay, now I can leave visa, so when I get there, I'll be fine. You won't be fine. You will never be fine. Like, try as much as possible to plan before you head there. Documentation issues in SA can be very, 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 very tough. Yeah, with another very, extra very, it can be very tough. Don't take chance and say, okay, kishap, kinaga visa fail. Once I get there, I should be fine. Maybe I'll marry one of their ladies and whatever be the case, try to make sure that you get your documentations right. And this is always the problem. I think that happens to be documentation issue happens to be the major problem in SA, and that is the main reason why there is always toi. If you don't know what is toi protest, that is why they are always toi. That is why there is always foreigners must go home. They've arrested me, I've been deported. In SA, it is that real. Yeah, you can be walking on the street, a police will just bump to you, Hey Baba, can we see your documents? Yeah, just like that. Just like that. They haven't seen anything, but then they just feel like having to ask you. And even though deportation might not happen, you will go through a lot of shit. You will go through a lot. Trust me. You might be taken to Lindela. You might be, they'll find you like a whole lot of, like you go through. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, my bra. Hey, not can only experience you. Hey, if I can be a connection agent in South Africa, I'll make money. Because can only experience. So at all costs, try to get your documentations right. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't care what type of documentation you intend on using on your stay, but whatever it may be, try to make sure that you got your documentation right. Whether being a student permit, work permit, marriage, a PR, whatever it may be, try as much as possible to get your documentations right. I don't know. I wish I can actually add more to the documentation aspect, but I don't have much to add. I'm not an immigration agent. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming. I do hope you did enjoy this little mini ranting. And once again, in as much as I'm laughing and trying to make jokes out of this, these points are very much necessary and do not take it for granted. Anyway, if you are new on the channel, do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, like this video as well. And I guess if you have any questions, drop it in the comment section. I'll try my possible best to answer everything. Once again, I'm not an immigration consultant. I'm just a random nigga making a video here too. Don't come here and be assuming things. Anyway, guys, stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.